Well, hello everyone. I think I'm live. Today I'm sitting in the garden for a specific reason, and I'd like to know if any of you saw the sneak peek. Today we're going to be making something really fun. So, why am I in the garden today, not in the studio? Because we are going on an African safari. So, today we're going to be seeing all kinds of really cute and interesting little animals. Hey guys! And we might even see an elephant if we're lucky. Hello! And if you have your kids in the house somewhere, stop, go and grab them because they need to be part of this craft. This craft is age appropriate for from basically ages 3 and up. And I mean, ages 3, they might need a little bit of help, but it is a super fun craft. And we are going to make an African safari vehicle that can glide across the room. And today's craft's going to be all about the imagination, and we're going to be creative, and we're going to be curious, and we're going to be using a lot of recycled materials. So, and sorry, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Christelle. I am from the Creative Crafting Club, and today we are streaming onto our page and onto Tamra's page. And I want to thank Tamra for the opportunity to be sharing this really fun craft with your audience. And I can see people are popping in and hey Heather, hey Pamela, hey Laurie. So nice to have you here. And let me know if you're going to be taking part in the craft. Also, let me know if your kids are taking part and how old they are. So this garden over here is actually at my parents' house. It's the first time since December because of COVID that I'm seeing them, and I thought it would be appropriate because this garden is very tropical, and I'm actually in Durban, which is on the east coast of South Africa. So let me know where you are from. It is almost evening here. I know it's morning in America. But let me just quickly show you. So there's the golf course and some golf balls lying around. So there's not a lot of wild animals here. So it's not really an African safari. I think probably the golfers are the most dangerous animals here around. But we are going to be seeing some really fun, cute little animals on our safari. So I'm from the Creative Crafting Club, and we teach women how to start, grow, and profit from kids' crafting clubs. So we primarily focus on recycled materials, and we make a lot of STEAM crafts. So as you will see today, this craft is made out of almost 100% recycled materials, and we use a lot of recycled materials with our crafts, and our crafts usually can do stuff. So STEAM stands for science, technology, engineering, art, and maths. So we focus a lot on creativity, problem solving with the kids, and then the craft turns into toys. So they get to keep their crafts after the class, and it keeps them busy for hours on end. So today we're going to be making a safari vehicle that glides across the room. And I'm also going to show you how I made these super cute animals. Let me know if you have a favorite African animal. I just want to quickly go onto the comments here. There we go. Let me know if you have a favorite African animal. Do you like lions? They're super scary. Have you been on a safari before? Do you like zebras? Perhaps you like elephants. I quite like giraffes. I think they are absolutely adorable. I've seen so many of them in my life, and they have these really fun, super tall necks, and they are so awkward. Karen, you're from Louisiana. Kay is from San Antonio. Mary from Atlanta. Oh, it's so nice to have you guys joining us today because we are literally from all parts, all over the world. Our page is mostly from South Africa, and now all you wonderful people are visiting us from the States. So without further ado, for today's craft, you're going to need the following supplies. So you're going to need a recycled box. Think a smallish box, something like a milk carton, or this is an old coffee box. You can use a tissue box, and then you're also going to need, this is the most important supply, you're going to need rope. So it can be rope, it can be yarn, it can be wool, it can be string, it doesn't matter, as long as you have something that your car can glide on. And then you're also going to need some decor supplies. So we've got tempera, watercolor tempera paint here. We love tempera paint because they last forever with kids. And just on that note, because we feel so privileged to be here today, we've made a free gift for you. So Stefani, my sister and business partner, will post that in the comments. It is a supplies guide, so all our favorite supplies, and then also a recycling guide to show you the types of materials that you can recycle to craft with your kids with. And then we've also included 3 lesson plans with a focus on the age groups 2 to 12. So 3 lesson plans in 3 age groups, but between 2 and 12. And we only use recycled materials for those crafts. So it's age appropriate, it's fun, it's topical, and I think your kids are going to love it. So be sure to download the freebie. Now further, decor supplies. Can you hear the birds? It really is a bit loud here. Other decor supplies, you can use crayons, you can use Sharpies, you can use pipe cleaners, you can use buttons. I've got some stickers here that I stole from my toddler's stationery bag. You can even use things like cupcake liners to make wheels with. So when you craft with your kids, try and get them to be curious about materials. Try and ask them, what do you think this could be? What is round? If you had to think about a safari vehicle, for instance, what could this be used for? So nurture their curiosity. I mean, what is a life without being curious? And kids have this wonderful natural tendency to want to be curious. We all know that. Mommy, what is this? What is this? All these questions, they never stop, and it's just absolutely amazing. Don't let them lose that. Encourage it and nurture it. Then you can use any type of paper. I've got some foam sheets here. I've got cardboard here. And the great thing is that you don't need a lot of supplies. You just have to be creative. So you can use old scraps of cardboard as well. So without further ado, let's start. Let me know who's joining in today. Let me quickly go. Sally is from East Texas. Well, so nice to have you here, Sally. Let's start. So your box, you can either decorate your box directly if you have a permanent marker and you just want to decorate straight onto it, or you can use just some copy paper or some wrapping paper and you can wrap your box. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just use glue stick and I'm going to add some glue onto my paper. Let me just turn this down a little bit so that you can see what I'm doing here. Get your kids to do this. I always encourage with our branch owners, our members, they run their own kids crafting clubs, and we always encourage them to do a side project so that they don't do the project on behalf of the kids, so that they don't interfere with what the kids are doing, because kids are so proud and they get so proud if they do the project themselves. So have your own project on the side and then let your child do everything themselves. You can guide them and you can give them some assistance if need be. So wrap your box just like you would wrap a present. So I'm just going to wrap it with glue instead of sticky tape. So wrap your box so it looks nice and pretty. All right. Brenda from Denton, Texas. Welcome, Brenda. So you can wrap your box, and now the next thing you're going to do is you're going to use a toilet paper roll. So a toilet paper cardboard roll. If you don't have one lying around, you can just roll up a piece of thick paper or cardboard and you can create a tube. So remember now that these also make really fun binoculars. So if you have your awesome safari vehicle, the next step would be to make really great binoculars, and then you can make these fun little animals with your kids as well. I've just drawn them on a round piece of cardboard that I've cut out, and I've stuck a spoon on the back. So they make really fun little puppet toys as well. And with your binoculars, with your safari vehicle, you can have the most amazing imaginary play with your kids. So be sure to do all of that. All right, now that you've wrapped your box, the next step is to tape your cardboard tube on top of your box. Now you're probably wondering, why am I doing this? I am going to show you right at the end, so stick around to the end. The best part comes at the end, and I'm sure that your kids are going to absolutely love it. So take a piece of tape. I'm quite a big fan of duct tape. Duct tape sticks really well. It works really great for kids' crafts. So stick it onto your cardboard box. All right, now the next step is we're going to create some wheels. You can now either use a round object, so this is a tape or a lid, or you can use a small plate. Just find a nice round object, and then any scrap of cardboard, or I'm going to use some foam sheet. And now I'm going to, let me just see if this is a nice size for my car. I think actually that is quite great. It's big, but it's going to be nice. So what you're going to do next is you're going to trace your tube or your round object like that. And remember this handy trick. Remember that from school, hey? You fold it in half, and then you have to only cut it once. I'm actually going to be sneaky. I'm going to fold it in 4 so that I can cut 4 wheels at the same time. Remember now with your kids, don't do it for them. If you're watching this video a little bit later, you can pause me. So pause me and take your time and decorate your awesome safari vehicle in any fashion that you think would be really appropriate. Remember now, with crafting, kids develop amazing super skills. They get to develop fine motor skills, and with STEAM, they get to develop problem solving and all these incredible, let me see, I've got 4 incredible super skills that are super handy in all areas of life. So here I've got my 4 wheels. Sneaky, hey? How I fold it in 4. Okay, now we're going to stick that onto your really fun safari vehicle. So use some glue stick and stick it on. I'm really quite keen to see what your vehicles turn out as, so please share your photos afterwards. It'd be really nice to see what you come up with. Kids are so creative, and they've got the most imaginative minds. All right, there we go. There's my safari vehicle. You see, I cheated a bit. I didn't tape it all the way to the back. Should have added a little piece in there as well. Okay, so there we have that. And I'm also going to show you, I'm going to add a cupcake liner just for fun to some of the wheels, maybe the two back wheels, just to give it like a 3D effect. I think that's going to be really fun. So let's tape that on, stick that on there as well. See, now it's got like a 3D effect to it, which is a lot of fun. All right, now that you have your wheels, you can grab anything that you think is a real fun way to decorate. So I'm going to add some stickers on here. You could stick some straws on. You could stick buttons on. Buttons is a really nice way to decorate it as well. There we go. Add some more stickers to the wheels. All right. So it's starting to take some shape now. Isn't that fun? All right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to draw some windows, and perhaps we're going to also see if we can draw some people inside our safari vehicle. Draw some windows, the window in front as well. And let's draw some people in there. And we can add some more decor on there as well. So be creative. Look at that. Isn't that a lot of fun? All right. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to add some color to this super fun safari vehicle. So you can color it in using Sharpies or crayons or color pencils. Be creative. So as you can see that you can always add more detail to a craft. So get your child, if you have a little bit of an older kid, like perhaps a tween or a teen, then get them to do this with their younger brothers and sisters and just ask them to add more detail. And then with the younger kids, just keep it a little bit simpler. So you can always upskill and downskill the craft. There we go. Isn't that fun? Let me just stick that front bit. All right. And now what we're going to do is I'm going to add a layer of paint. So I'm going to use green and brown. Can somebody tell me why I would be using green and brown for a safari vehicle? Who's been on a safari? I haven't even seen one answer yet. Who's been on a safari? Who's been to Africa? Let me know in the comments. I'd be really keen to know if you've been to Africa or South Africa. Maybe you've been to the Kruger National Park and you've seen the Big Five. Or maybe you want to go. Who wants to go? All right, there we go. Now you can see it's starting to take a lot of shape. So the reason why I'm using green and brown is because I'm camouflaging my car. So you can explain that to your child. Why would you be camouflaging your car? And that's why I also got my green jersey on today. And that's why I'm sitting in the garden. And that's why I've used the green tablecloth as well, because it's all about being camouflaged when you are going on a safari. And we don't want the animals to see us because otherwise they're going to run away. All right, so there we go. Look at that. Isn't that cute? I think this wheel needs a little bit of color as well. There we go. All right. Now, for the last step, take your time, add lots and lots and lots of decor, and just have a lot of fun. And I'm going to quickly show you now how I'm going to get the safari vehicle to glide across the room. So what we're going to do is you can use a heavy object. I've just got my doorstop here, and then you put your piece of, let me see where's the front of my car? Okay, so it's going to glide in that direction. All right, so it's going to go like that across the screen. So then you put your rope or your string, you put it through the tube at the top, and you can tie it onto something heavy. Or you can tie it onto the bottom of a chair or onto the bottom of a table as well. And now, just excuse me for a second. I'm going to put this down on my chair over there. Okay, can you guys see what I'm doing here? All right. All right, are you ready? I think I need to actually put it on the floor for maximum effect. Let's try again. Move my chair away. Okay, can you guys see what I'm doing? Let me know, let me know. Isn't that a lot of fun? So we made these with our kids in our crafting class, and we spent almost half of the lesson just playing with our cars. So it is a lot of fun. And remember to also make your really fun puppets. So remember to grab our freebie, and we've also got a membership similar to Tamra where we teach women how to start, grow, and profit from kids crafting clubs. And if you want more information, we're at creativecraftingclub.com, and you can grab the freebie as well. So thank you so much for tuning in today. Please share your photos of your crafts in the comments. It'll be really fun to see. And I thank you, Tamra, again for allowing us to be on your page today. Cheers!